It's been a bit. I haven't posted in a lot longer than I should have. But I just wanted to come back with a quick video talking about three artists I've recently been listening to and really, really like, and I think you guys should check out. If you know my channel, then you know I'm all about finding new music and helping people find new music and helping myself find new music. So these are three artists that I think are underappreciated and that you guys should check out if you haven't. First of all is a band called Lurk. I heard about Lurk because I went to see Drug Church play on their recent Hygiene tour, and Lurk was their opener, and I was immediately blown away. As soon as they finished their set, I went and bought a shirt from them and shook the hand of their singer because they were fantastic. Of the bands that played that night, they were right up there with Drug Church. It was pretty fantastic. But they have such a good sound, such an old school, rocky, upbeat punk rock sound, and I absolutely love it. They have one full-length album out. It's called Around the Sun, and it's fantastic. It really is. It is such a good, well put together album. With just some really, really good punk rock. There's a few really good songs on there. Sterilizer's the big one. It's really good, of course. My favorite is probably Chromosome. It is such a good song. It's honestly just a great album. Really good transitions between songs. Some of the songs are linked together and kind of go into one another. And if you know me, I'm a sucker for that. Anytime it happens on an album, immediately the album just is better in my eyes. It's so easy for me to appreciate an album just by doing that. It could be the worst album, but I'm gonna be like, ooh, transition into a song, yes. They've got some really good music videos. First of all, some really, really good music videos, but like there's hardly any representation of them on YouTube or really anywhere. Like I couldn't find any interviews with them. I probably could have searched harder, but they're a really good band that I think could easily blow up. By the way, all three of the albums I'm going to focus on today are under 35 minutes. So, yeah, they're easy listens. Second is the band Fiddlehead. They're fantastic. They've only got two albums. The first one was released in 2018. The newest one was released last year, 2021. It's called Between the Richness. It is so good. They've got a great late 90s, early 2000s punk sound, but also very modern. They're so good. Also some great lyrical content. All three of the bands I'm talking about today have great messages in their songs. A lot of focus on mental health, things like that, but just really good lyrics. Their big song is probably Million Times. It's really good. It's a really good song. My two favorite songs are Down University and Get My Mind Right. Both very much about mental health, which is a big thing for me in punk rock. They're one that I wouldn't say they're a tiny, unknown band, but they're definitely not as popular as I think they should be. Seriously, just good, old school punk rock to make your heart happy. Finally is the band Origami Angel. And Origami Angel isn't unknown. They've got a pretty decent following. But I really think they could be so much bigger. I found them because their song Dr. Hoomst showed up on my Discover Weekly one week, and I was actually on a bike ride when it played on my headphones, and I had to stop, pull out my phone, and favorite it because it was so good. It's quickly become one of my favorite songs. I actually had a really interesting moment with Origami Angel. I went to see the Wonder Years play recently, and Origami Angel was evidently on their tour, and I had not realized that. And I had been listening to that song, but I haven't really divulged much into their music yet. But my sister and I are there, and we're waiting in between bands, and they were like, all right, next up is Origami Angel. And I looked at my sister, and I said, I think I know them. Holy shit. And she was like, what? And I was like, if they play the song that I think they play, I'm about to go crazy in this. Which the song I was thinking about was Dr. Hoomst. And as soon as they came on, I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. And they were fantastic. My favorite band of the night, better than Wonder Years for me. The album I'm specifically talking about is Somewhere City. It's their first full length, and it's amazing, honestly. It is 30 minutes, and it is probably the biggest emotional reaction I've had to an album of that length. It is so wonderful. It is a beautiful, beautiful concept album with amazing lyrics and even more amazing music. They are such a great mix of pop punk with math rock with a little bit of easycore and little just throws of other random things. They are one of those bands that the more varied your music tastes are, the more you will get out of their music. But it's also so ridiculously approachable. There are moments of really hard, deep riffs that are very reminiscent of metalcore. But then there's also other, like there's bossa nova in it. And there's other moments that are really upbeat pop punk. But there's also moments that are pretty just hardcore punk. It's just so amazing. Some crazy time signatures, some really good riffs, and great choruses. Like Dr. Hoomst is one of the best not easycore songs that I've ever heard. It's fantastic. It is no longer my favorite song in the album, though. But if I had to pick one, probably Skeleton Key or 24-Hour Drive-Thru. But honestly, there's not a bad song on this. And like I talked about with Lurk, most of these songs link into the next song. And I didn't realize in this till the second listen through, the last song links back into the first. So the best way to listen to this album, really good pair of headphones on repeat. Listen to it twice in a row. You will get the most out of it in that way, honestly. But it is such a good album. It's one of those albums that listening to it all the way through will reward you. But just listening to songs individually is just as good. They have a newer album called Gami Gang. It's a double LP. It's a bit longer, but it's just as good. I don't know it as well as Somewhere City. I haven't spent as much time with it, but it is wonderful. It's longer, so there's more music to it, of course, but there's a lot more, I think, easycore and metalcore influence on that album. A lot of darker moments, which is fantastic because I'm a huge metalcore fan. But no, seriously, check out Origami Angel. Wonderful band, great music and lyrics. Divulge into both. So, it's been a while. It's been a few weeks. It's been almost a month and a half. I've just kind of been in a funk. I haven't been able to focus on stuff. I haven't been able to get out of my perfectionist mindset with a lot of these things. I'm trying to work on a sequel to the post-hardcore Screamo video, and that's what's taking me so long. But this video is me just going back to my roots of finding new music. I should get started on a new Becoming a Fan because that's my favorite thing to do on my channel. I'll get started on one of those pretty soon, hopefully this week. If you've got any bands that you think I should check out, honestly, tell me. I want to know. I'm always looking for new music. If you think there's a band I should do a Becoming a Fan on, let me know. Because I've got a long list of them, but I have no priority as to which ones I get to. So you might give me a good suggestion. Don't tell me Nickelback. I'm waiting on that one. Go find new music. Find new ways to appreciate music. And go share your music with other people. That is what music is for. It is to create community. It is to enjoy with other people. Thank you so much for watching this. I can't wait until next time.